Everyone's losing their minds over these new Oakley Meta HSTN smart glasses, calling them the future of wearable tech. But after diving deep into what these actually offer, I need to tell you something that might save you $500 and a lot of frustration. Yes, they have better battery life than Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Yes, the camera shoots in 3K, but there's one massive problem nobody's talking about that could be a complete deal breaker. And it has nothing to do with the tech specs. If you're thinking about dropping $100,000 on these glasses, you absolutely need to hear this first. Before we dive into what makes these tick, make sure to check the links in the description for the best deals and discounts on the Meta smart glasses. Let me start with what Oakley actually got right, because there's genuinely impressive stuff here. The battery life is legitimately game-changing. While Ray-Ban Meta glasses tap out at around 4 hours, these HSTN glasses will run for a full 8 hours. That's an entire workday of recording, taking calls and using Meta AI without reaching for the charging case. And speaking of that case, it holds enough juice for 48 total hours of use. That's 6 full days of typical usage before you need to find a wall outlet. The camera upgrade is real too. We're talking about a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera that shoots 3K video at 30 FPS. That's a significant jump from the Ray-Ban's 1080p footage. The difference is especially noticeable when you're trying to crop vertical footage for different platforms or when you need to zoom into details later. The image stabilization is solid, and the HDR processing actually looks natural instead of that over-processed look you get from some smartphone cameras. Now, if you're thinking about live streaming with these, here's the reality. They record locally to 32GB storage, but don't support live streaming to Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. You record first, then transfer to your phone later. The glasses do have Wi-Fi 6E connectivity, but it's used for importing your captures and firmware updates, not for broadcasting live content. But here's where things get interesting and potentially problematic. These glasses are built around Oakley's HSTN frame design, which is basically their take on a retro futuristic aesthetic. They look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, which is either exactly what you want or completely wrong for your face and style. I've had multiple people try these on, and the reactions are split down the middle. Some people think they look incredible, bold, confident, definitely a conversation starter. Others feel like they're wearing costume glasses from a movie set. There's really no middle ground here. And unlike Ray-Ban Meta glasses that come in multiple frame styles, these HSTN glasses come in exactly one design. You either love this specific look or you're out of luck. What's your take on this? Do you love the look or hate it? Drop a comment below and let me know. The fit is another story entirely. Oakley claims these are designed to work with both high bridge and low bridge noses, and honestly, they've done something clever here. The nose piece design is more accommodating than the Ray-Ban version, which has been a common complaint, but the temples are still quite thick to accommodate all the tech, and if you have a wider face, these might feel uncomfortably tight after a few hours. Now, I know you'll be asking about this, so let me address it right here. For prescription lens support, these work with prescriptions from -6 to +4 diopters through Oakley's authorized retailers, though it's an additional cost. However, there's no adjustable focus feature. If you need different prescriptions for reading and distance, you'd need specific prescription lenses made just like regular glasses. Now let's talk about what you're actually getting for that $499 price tag. The build quality feels premium. This is definitely Oakley's sports-focused approach to smart glasses. They're IPX4 water resistant, so you can wear them in light rain or during workouts without worry. The materials feel durable, like they could survive being dropped or knocked around, which is more than I can say for some other smart glasses. The 32 gigs of internal storage gives you space for over 130 video clips or 500 plus photos. That's plenty for most people, though content creators might find themselves transferring files regularly. The 5 microphone array does an excellent job with voice commands and phone calls, even in windy conditions. I tested these while cycling and driving with windows down, and Meta AI could still understand me clearly. Speaking of Meta AI, this is where things get both impressive and limiting. The AI integration is genuinely useful. You can ask it to identify objects, solve math problems, translate text, or even help with navigation. I found myself using it way more than I expected, especially for quick translations and identifying things I couldn't quite place. But you're locked into Meta's ecosystem here. No switching to ChatGPT or Google Assistant. It's Meta AI or nothing. The touchpad controls on the right temple work well once you get used to them. Tap to take a photo, press and hold for video, swipe for volume control. It becomes second nature pretty quickly, though I did accidentally trigger recordings a few times when adjusting the glasses. Here's something that surprised me. The open-ear speakers are actually really good. They're loud enough to hear clearly without being obvious to people around you. Music sounds decent, podcasts are crystal clear, and phone calls work great. The directional audio means you're not broadcasting your business to everyone nearby. But let's address the elephant in the room, that $499 price point. That's $200 more than Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and for many people, that extra cost gets you better battery life, higher resolution video, and more durable construction. Whether that's worth it depends entirely on how you plan to use them. If you're someone who wants smart glasses for occasional photos and basic AI features, the Ray-Ban version probably makes more sense. But if you're planning to use these heavily for work, content creation, or as a genuine daily driver, that extra battery life and video quality might justify the premium. The real question is whether Oakley's specific vision of smart glasses matches what you actually need. These aren't trying to be invisible or blend in with regular eyewear. They're making a statement, and that statement is,
"I'm wearing the future on my face."
That was my best Schwarzenegger impression, by the way.
Some people will love that, others will find it too much. Here's my honest take. The Oakley Meta HSTN glasses are genuinely impressive pieces of technology. The battery life alone makes them worth considering if you're a heavy user. The build quality and durability are top-notch. The camera and AI features work as advertised. But they're also very specifically designed for a particular type of person. If you love the aesthetic, need the extra battery life, and don't mind paying a premium for Oakley's sports-focused approach, these could be perfect. If you want something more subtle or versatile in terms of style, you might be better off with the Ray-Ban version. What do you think? Are you team Oakley's bold design, or do you prefer Ray-Ban's more classic approach? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this helped you decide whether these glasses are right for you, hit that subscribe button for weekly honest tech reviews without the marketing fluff.